day 156 of the war in Gaza, and amid growing international pressure for a ceasefire, the IDF continues to confront pockets of Hamas resistance while deepening attacks in and around Khan Younis and Rafah. More on this from ILTV's Steve Leibovitz.
During the course of the weekend, the IDF continued confronting and eliminating Hamas operatives wherever necessary. In Khan Younis, IDF troops killed at least 20 terrorists in close-quarter encounters and aerial strikes. In Hamad, IDF troops operated on several terror infrastructures, apprehended terrorists, eliminated a terrorist cell, and located explosive devices and weapons. In central Gaza, IDF troops killed at least 10 terrorists and hit a terrorist cell and struck launch sites that were used to attack Sderot. And there were attacks in densely inhabited Rafah. The army struck the Al-Masri Tower in the Hamad neighborhood of Rafah after warning the 300 residents to evacuate 30 minutes before the airstrike. Hamas operatives had been using the civilians in the building as human shields to prevent an Israeli attack. There were no reports of civilian casualties. Prime Minister Netanyahu said the Israeli military will continue to operate against Hamas in all of the Gaza Strip, including in Rafah, Hamas's final stronghold. Netanyahu confirmed intense international pressure, but insisted that Rafah had to be taken for the war to be won.
צה"ל ימשיך לפעול מול כל גדודי החמאס בכל רחבי הרצועה, וזה כולל את רפיח, המעוז האחרון של החמאס. מי שאומר לנו לא לפעול ברפיח, אומר לנו להפסיד במלחמה, וזה לא יקרה.
While fighting the war, Israel is also deeply involved in facilitating humanitarian aid to Gazan civilians. Israel is now closely cooperating with the new efforts to shuttle humanitarian aid to Gaza from the port of Larnaca in Cyprus. The European Commission said the maritime aid corridor was part of accelerating Western efforts to relieve the humanitarian crisis in the war-ravaged enclave. Israel is also facilitating the growing number of international airdrops of aid to locations along the Gaza coast. Over the weekend, at least one parachute failed to open. 5 Palestinians were killed and several wounded when boxes of aid dropped by U.S. planes fell on them by mistake in northwest Gaza. The aid is continuing even as time ran out for a ceasefire to reach an agreement on a proposed 6-week truce that mediators had hoped would be in place by Ramadan, which is due to begin today.